Hi guys! I just finished watching Clouds. I'm a little bit of an emotional wreck. But today is Fun Day Sundays. So cue the end card and let's get right into this video. Hello guys! I just finished watching Clouds. Let me tell you, I was having a fantastic day. I'm still having a fantastic day, but holy hell did that video hit me like that movie hit me like a ton of bricks. I am so glad I did not see this in a movie theater because I would be an emotional wreck. And I don't do emotional wreckage in movie theaters. That just ain't happening. But this is not going to be a spoiler review because I don't do those. I hate watching spoiler reviews before I've actually watched them, so I'm going to provide a review that's not a spoiler. There will be some, let's say, close calls, but there's not going to be like this the plot. This is what happens. But if you know Zach's story already, then you already know what happens. So close calls, spoilers, it don't matter. But let me tell you, the first thing before, I got into emotional wreck is every movie that I've seen that has cancer in it, Fault in Our Stars, well, that's really the only other movie I watched. After that, I'm like, no, I'm not doing that again. Basically, they all go to Europe. What is with that? I don't understand. Why? Why are people going to Europe in movies that have cancer? Am I missing out on something? Because if I'm missing out on something, I must go to Europe. As soon as this pandemic's over, I'm booking a ticket. Just kidding. But seriously, like, what is with that? What is with everybody going to Europe? I don't understand it, honestly. So if you don't know the history behind this movie, it is based off of a true story. He lived in Minneapolis, and just like in the movie, he had cancer, he only had months to live, and he accomplished all of his dreams. But one thing that I will say in this entire movie, you do not need to be dying to live your dreams. I heard that loud and clear. I will probably let you guys know on a little bit of backstory with me and my dreams on a later video. It is something that will probably be very close to this video, only because the two stories kind of go hand in hand. It made me think of like, maybe share some of my backstory, maybe share some of my dreams, my hopes, my inspirations, my things in life. Because it's pretty similar, but it also is pretty similar to what I do today. So, I don't know. If you guys would like that, let me know in the comments down below. I will probably just make it anyways, but it's always good to know what you guys like. Anyways, back to the trailer. Or back to the movie. The whole thing with Zach is like, the whole thing with the movie and Zach is that everything fell into place. And I was watching a review because I just wanted to see what other people thought. I didn't know if people were going to be hating on this movie, which I hope no one's hating on this movie. It is a very emotional, very deep, touching, in the feels kind of movie. But he pointed out a very good thing. Everything in this movie fell into place. To a normal human being, that is absolutely not even a thing that happens. Or it happens, but it doesn't happen to you. That's usually how things work like that. But it did. And it is a phenomenal thing to actually see, that maybe, just maybe, if you focus on your dreams and you do a lot of the things that you want to do, just maybe, things actually might just work out. And I think that that's phenomenal to see, but also I'm hoping that a lot of people don't see that and automatically think that things are going to fall into place, because that is some luck. A lot of things will fall into place, but they won't fall into place that perfectly. There will probably be some hurdles, and there'll probably be some hardships and some hard times, but things do generally work out if you work with them hard enough. And that's exactly what Zach did. That whole story, just, he worked on it, got thrown down, he got back up, and he worked on it. And he pushed to his very end, which is very surprising and very just inspirational, because you don't see that very often. In today's society, honestly, you see a lot of people giving up. I've seen it. I will never be good enough. This movie comes at a time when everybody feels like just the world's gone down and there is no hope in this world because, well, we're struggling with health problems in 2020 and racial injustice and all of that kind of stuff. And it just comes to show that, like, if you work on it, it will work out. As long as you keep on pushing. Push with all your might. And I think that that is very important to see. But one thing I will really, really not forgive Disney for, before we start talking about that movie and Disney, and I want to also mention a few things about Disney Plus in an upcoming video in just a few minutes, but I just want to wrap up the trailer review portion of this video because I really don't want to give too much away and I really don't want to spoil anything. It did highlight some important details of the movie that I think that just should be touched on. If you're going to be like, it's an emotional wreck, you know, I'm gonna cry, don't be that basis to not see this movie. This movie is actually pretty freaking good. It takes a lot for me to cry. It hit me like a ton of bricks. Those kind of moments definitely hit me. And it takes a toll. But a lot of times in life you don't see those moments coming. And I think that it's kind of cool to, when you do actually see those moments coming, or you don't see those moments coming and you're perfectly fine, that's okay too. It's just, everybody grieves in their own way, and I think that's important to know. And if you cry because you've lost somebody while watching this movie, that's okay too. Everybody cries. Everybody grieves in their own way. And I think that's important to share. Now, what I'm not going to forgive, back to that comment, what I'm not going to forgive is Disney Plus. When I was done watching this movie, I cried my eyes out and was a complete hot mess in the middle of January. This movie was recommended. How dare you? It's like I'm going to be a hot mess all over again with another movie. That's just not happening. Thanks, Disney, but no, I'm good. Another day. So this movie wasn't originally a Disney movie. Disney actually bought it for the streaming service Disney Plus. It is, like, when you watch this movie, you definitely feel that it's not quite what Disney usually puts out. Disney has a lot of umbrellas, and as soon as you start breaking that down, you start questioning what exactly is Disney and how family friendly they actually are. But we're not going to dive into that in a future video. If I'm going to dive into that at all, I'm going to have to research the crap out of that. However, there is a video that is coming up that is in the works. I did try to film it for this week, and it just didn't happen. The camera kept on like tilting this way, this way, this way until I was out of the frame. And I'm like, I want to be in the frame because I had like a nice idea for all of this. And I think that that was actually going to be a really good video. And sorry, I was actually hiccuping and sneezing, and yeah, when they both come up at the same time, we have issues. But yeah, like just I wanted to have so much here, and I had a whole plan on like how things were going to be, but they didn't plan out. So that happened. That is still coming, so look out for that. And it basically breaks down from like their family friendly views from before Disney Plus was created to now. Because there's a huge shift in Disney Plus. Oh, there's a huge shift in the Disney company in general. If you've not heard the news, many of my favorite creators have talked about it. Beyond the trailer, what's on Disney Plus. So please go check out their videos on the big huge shuffle. But one thing I will say is, with that shuffle, there is a huge possibility, and I mean huge possibility. I don't want to say anything's confirmed, because it may have been confirmed in like business talk. Until it's actually confirmed into the public's mouth and into a public language that everybody in the general public will understand, I'm not going to say it's confirmed or denied. I might say it's confirmed in the other video, but that's a whole other can of worms. Don't mind me. Just because of like, there's more stuff to back it. And I'm still researching a little bit for that video, because I want to make sure before I actually see that, that's exactly what's happening. But right now, I can confidently say that there is a lot of adult content that is coming to Disney Plus, whether it's behind a padlock, onto another sector, like another tier for adults. That is a huge possibility, and it is a huge thing that is very much talked about, and it is pretty much almost confirmed. But again, we're gonna have to wait and see for when Disney actually announces that. It's been rumored for a while, so yeah, knowing that, it's been rumored for a while. So that's going to be interesting, because, well, I was really not going to bring this up, but Love Victor was booted. You couldn't figure this out now? Like, you had to figure this out now? You couldn't figure this out, like, a couple of, like, months ago? I still can't get over that, because I can't watch Love Victor in Canada without VPNs or borrowing someone's accounts or whatever, and it bugs me. It bugs me because it's a really good show, and I hate it. So, you know what? I'm mad about that. I'm still mad about that. But anyways, more stuff is coming. Things are kind of changing behind the scenes, and it's going to be kind of cool. That's my video for today. I hope you guys liked it. New things are coming, as you can kind of see here. And I will see you guys in the next one. Bye, guys.